I was gonna go get me some water first, but try to chew ice.
Hey, knights and lords and ladies and kings and queens. What's going on, everybody? What's shaking tonight? What's going on? It's Thursday night. It's almost Friday. I know a lot of you girls is getting ready to go out for y'all Thursday night mixer. If you're not coming home from a Thursday night after work mixer. But anyway, what's going on? I am His Majesty, of course. And in the background is
me, of course, Joseph.
Yes. Okay. So we are here and we are here for it, whatever it may be. Who is that just came up on her? That's Elmaria. Yes. What's going on? Not feeling comfortable being on camera right now. But anyway, I still love you guys.
But you tell me it ain't about being beautiful.
It is about being, yes, it is. It is. Don't, you know,
you tell me I can't always be perfect.
No, you can't.
I can.
Okay, well, then that's cute for you. What's going on, Cole? Thank you, Cole, for finally getting the memo and joining us on YouTube. Is he on YouTube?
YouTube.
And joining us on YouTube. I hope that you have hit the subscribe button. You, of all people, should have hit the subscribe button, son. But I'm going to leave that one alone and let that one lie. Oh God, you know who I'm waiting to show up, right? I'm waiting for whiskey.
Oh.
But I hope everybody has had a great week up until this point. Our week was pretty uneventful.
Right. It was boring.
Because we didn't do nothing
till today.
Last week we went to we ate at that fish place and you know, we really didn't do that much.
We had some gyros.
And y'all, I have been really feeling like not so much under the weather, but I have really, really bad allergies.
Hey, just Dwayne.
I have really bad allergies, and my allergies have just been getting the best of me. Joseph made me try this new thing today, and I'm telling you, it was really how am I gonna say this? It was very interesting and it was refreshing. He made me try this neti pot thing that you do where you pour the distilled water in your nose. It kind of like rinses out your sinuses and stuff like that. And that's something that I really, really need. I think I'm going to do it again. I think I'm going to have to do it again because you know what? I probably don't think I don't think I have to do it again, Joseph. Really, because right now what's going on with me is the sinus pressure is really
because you got to do it again. Like you need to do it again tonight, later on, and then you need to do it tomorrow twice.
Yeah,
because I'm still congested.
Yeah, that's not my sinuses. My allergies like really attack my sinuses for some reason. I don't know why. Hey, best friend. You know what? Me and you, we ain't gonna be best friends no more. If you don't call me. You ain't called me yet. I'm waiting for you to call me, best friend. Best friend, don't make me have to come down to North Carolina. Best friend, don't make me have to come down to North Carolina. I get real belligerent. I hope I'm just playing with you, Dwayne. I hope all is well with you. I know, you stay busy. You always stay busy, so I hope all is well with you. I can't wait for us to talk on the phone so we could chop it up and catch up, and I can catch you up to what I've been up to, and you can catch me up what you do to what you've been up to, because your little stories be exciting. Dwayne, me and Dwayne, when we get on the phone, Joseph, he be telling Dwayne be telling me some stuff, and I'd be like, no, Dwayne, no. But
I know he told me he got blocked on TikTok.
Did he?
So he was on YouTube, or he couldn't put another video.
Why he got blocked on TikTok?
I don't know if he was blocked, but
we sit up here just telling his business.
No, he told me on the live. Because he thought I was you, and I said, because he said, "Oh, this must be Tremel," because I said, "Hello, friend," and he was like, "This must be Tremel." I said, "No, you'll always know me from Tremel because Tremel types in caps." He said, "Oh, Joseph."
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Because Dwayne loved TikTok. He loved TikTok.
He wasn't there when you just read him.
Oh, he wasn't?
No, he said he has stepped away.
Okay, well, Dwayne, you need to go back and play the replay.
Oh, they say he was bullying and harassing.
Oh.
I get so congested. Yes, Cole, yes. That's what I was telling him, that he had to do it because Tremel wake up with a headache every morning.
Like I have a headache.
So he got to flush. And I know you hear, I don't know if you could tell, but
I'm probably going to have to do that thing for like a week.
As much as I even blow my nose, I'm still congested to the
point. Is it a such thing as doing that too much?
Happen?
What?
That.
Oh, child, that been there. That been there. That happened removed.
Oh.
But yeah, is it such thing as doing it too much? Can you do it too much? Oh, okay. Because I think I'm going to have to do it a couple of times in order for
No, you're supposed to do it every day. You're supposed
to do
it every day to keep you flushed.
Oh, wow.
Especially in pollen season because it washes all the pollen out. So you're supposed to do it every day.
Oh, I didn't know
But
that.
in the beginning, I do it like two times a day because like when you hear me talk, I'm congested still. So
you drive me crazy with the blowing your nose every 5 minutes.
It's going to stop.
That drives me crazy. I'll be like, if he blow his nose one more damn time. And y'all, it's so crazy. I got a picture of Joseph because Joseph blow his nose so much. I got a picture of him hugging a roll of paper towels.
You jealous?
I'm like, what the fuck is it with the?
Oh, let me hug you.
I'm like, I said, what the hell? I said, look at this shit. I said, he done fell asleep with the paper towels in his arms. But yes. Hey. Other than that, guys, things have really been going pretty well. They have. We really haven't started looking for an apartment yet. We've been trying to wait for the weather to get a little bit better because, like, y'all, it's like bitter cold. It gets bitter cold here.
And a lot of places are just opening back up where you come in.
Yeah, a lot of places are opening back up, because there's a lot of places out there, they want you to do a virtual tour. But there's nothing like, going to, when you're looking for a place to live, going to stand in that place that you're going to be living versus looking at it on a screen. This modern technology is and I tell people this all the time, modern technology is a double-edged sword. And the reason why is because as much as it benefits us, it takes something away. It always takes something away, especially from people like my age and your age. When we came from a day and age, listen, I come from a day and age where there weren't no remote controls for televisions. I remember the first remote control TV that came out, they didn't even call it a remote control, they called it a clicker. It had 2 buttons, so we come from a day and age of rotary phones and clickers, and we come from a day and age of, other, things that at that time were very innovative. And then we moved into the cellular phone industry.
And the world changed.
And the world just changed. It just changed overnight, especially when they came out with touchscreen telephones. Who would have thought? Who would have thought 15 years ago that we would have had phones that you could just touch the screen? That was like, something that they said was like years away, when bam, it's here.
New Jersey.
So, modern technology is a double-edged sword, especially for us. I'm not going to say elder. Yes, I am, because I love being an elder.
Well, you be elder.
I love being an elder. I love my age. I am 54 years old. I will be 55 this year. I can't wait to turn 55. I love being an elder because elder spells out to me knowledge, and that's what I have. I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of knowledge of what was versus what is now. And I take the what was and I apply it to the what is. You know, so I love being an elder. Call me an elder, call me a senior citizen, call me that. I love it all. I got a full beard. It's white.
And I wish you leave it.
I am. I'm gonna leave it. My beard is white, and I love it. I love it. I embrace it. You know, I never. Joseph, let me tell you something.
I want gray.
So Joseph is turning, y'all. Joseph is turning 51 next month. But Joseph hasn't embraced. He hasn't really embraced the fact that he's 50. No, you ain't.
Yes, I have.
No, you ain't. You don't act like you're 50. No, you don't. You do not act like you're 50, Joseph.
Well, how am I supposed to act like? How is 50 supposed to act?
It's just I can't explain it to you. But you don't read that. That's not resonating with you.
Yes, it is.
No, the only way it's resonating with you is your health. But as far as your spirit, no, listen. As far as your spirit and everything, Joseph, you are not living 50. No, you are not living 50. I'm telling you.
Why?
Because
you gotta tell me why.
I can't explain it to you. I really can't. It's being an elder it's a spirit. It's a feeling. It's an energy. You don't exude that. When I look at you, you don't exude that. You don't.
I guess because.
And there's nothing wrong with it because you can come into it at one point at a time of your life.
Technically, barring whatever's wrong with me, I don't feel 50.
Right.
And I'm being honest.
I don't feel 54.
But
I realized that I'm the new 54. I am the new 54.
When I think about it, and I was like, whoa, I'm going to be 51. Right. And I even told me and my sister had a conversation. This week or last week. We had a conversation because she's going to be 48. And I'm 51.
Right.
And I was like, can you believe that we are this old? And she was like, no. She said, because it was like yesterday. I was 16 and you was 19. Right. And I was like, right. But I don't feel old.
It's not about feeling old. And see, that's the thing. Being the age is, it truly is nothing but a number.
Hey,
but it's
Monica,
not about feeling
Get over to YouTube, Monica. You know better.
It's not about feeling old. It's really not. It's like, I don't feel old. You know, like for me, I'm the new 54. Back when I was a kid, when you was in your 50s, most people that was in their 50s was slouched over with a cane, and they just had the look. It just, that's not 54 no more. My sister's 55. You seen her? She's a bombshell.
Right, Melissa. I agree with you. I mean, see, you can't say something like that and then not be able to elaborate on it.
Because it's a spirit. Listen,
it's not nothing bad, I know. But I'm just saying, I want to know why you say I know I don't look 50.
No, you don't. You don't.
And maybe because if I start looking my age, then I will feel my age. But because in my, like, I look exactly the same. If
you
I
do.
a baby picture,
Joseph. You look exactly. You still look.
Is I have facial hair.
Right. You still look like you looked when I first met you 22 years ago.
Let me tell. Shout out to the Samuel
I kid y'all not. The only difference between Joseph now and Joseph then is that your face has gotten, your cheeks have gotten chubbier. Right. Like back in the day, your cheeks weren't that, like your face was like a little bit, it was elongated a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
But now you just look like you looked 22 years ago.
Yeah.
For me, I've changed.
You look completely different.
I did a total transformation. I could use some fillers, just right here. See, because I just want to give this Joseph look. I just want to give the girls very that. So
Cole,
I need to go get me some Botox, and I need some fillers up here to get rid of these laugh lines and things like that, because I want to give the girls. But
you're right, Cole.
But
50 and 40 don't look like it did when we were.
No, it don't. It don't. You're absolutely right. But that's what I'm saying. But when I say to you, you don't exude 50, being my age, with it comes so many great privileges besides getting your AARP card, senior citizen discounts. We get half off for coffee at McDonald's. It comes with more than just that. It comes with a legacy. Not only does it come with a legacy, it comes with I have an energy that you don't got, because you ain't my age yet. You understand what I'm saying? And then it comes with all this you got up here. All the lessons that I learned, all the mistakes that I made, every single thing that I did in my life up until this point, is embedded inside me, and I carry it with me day to day. To the point where it's like when I go in the kitchen and I go in the refrigerator and I look in the refrigerator, and the first thing I do in the morning is take out the eggs so I can scramble me some eggs and make my breakfast. It's just like everything is structured. You know what I'm saying? And then you just, oh God. I can't tell you how many people come to me and just want me to give them advice on things on life. And what the good feel, what makes me feel good? It's that I can answer those questions when people ask me those questions, because I answer those questions based on what I've been through in my life. 54 is just so many, like 50 after once you turn 50, it's so many things. It's so many things. And then you feel good at the fact that I'm 54 and I look like this. I don't look like the 50-year-old 10, 20 years ago. I don't. The 50-year-old 10, 20 years ago it didn't have the energy that I have. They didn't have the life that I have. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things that I can't explain to you. All I can say to you is that when it happens, it's going to happen, child. And when it happens, you are going to know.
You think is going to happen. Like, I'm like lost, because everything you said, I have done, or I have experienced. I know everything that I've done, and I think about it, and I think about the mistakes that I've made.
Yeah.
But
you know what
I'm not going to dwell on those.
I think you have a young spirit. You just have a young spirit.
There's nothing I can do about it.
You do. You have a young spirit. Your spirit is young. It's still young. It's still not in the sense that you're a young child and you don't know what you're doing and stuff like that. But your spirit is very
really,
young.
Melissa? I did not know you was 52. I did not know, and I've seen plenty of pictures of you. I did not know you was 52.
And Melissa, when is we getting together? When are you getting together with the TheMKingz? When are we going out to dinner? Are we going to go out to a club? What are we doing, Melissa? What are we doing? You need to be getting in contact with her. Does she got our
Yeah,
she got our number. Okay, well, Melissa, you need to be getting in contact with us so we can make some plans for next month, especially for Joseph's birthday. I would love for Joseph to take Joseph out to a club or to a nice restaurant in the city. That would be the perfect time for us to meet up.
But I'm 50. So let's try this. Let's try a nice, like, loungy type restaurant.
Yeah, something loungy.
And some drink, because Melissa drinks.
But I want to go somewhere we can dance.
We're going to probably have to take the train because Melissa drinks. Mm-hmm. Melissa drinks down. Mm-hmm. Like me. When I'm ready.
Well, I want to go someplace so we can have dinner and we can have drinks and we can dance a little bit. I don't care if they got a little dance floor. I don't care. I just want to go somewhere. I just want to be able to dance a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Because I got one more boogie in me. I'm going to try to use a little bit for your birthday, and I'm going to try to use a little bit for my birthday.
Honey, on your
maybe
birthday,
25%.
You did a whole lot on your birthday.
Yeah, I did a whole lot, child.
Miss
Emma Peel, honey.
I
did a whole motherfucking lot on my birthday. But, you know, I'm trying to save like 25%, you know, the boogie that I got in me for your birthday. And then the other 75 I want to do on my birthday. Maybe. Depends on how these feet. I got to talk to my feet. I got to have a conversation.
Yes, Melissa, exactly. A grown and sexy line with a little dance.
Yes. And there are plenty of places like that in the city now, you know. So we got to find some place like that. Yes. Now, y'all, I don't know if Joseph is. Are you doing a wish list for your birthday?
No.
You should.
I'm not.
Why not? Well, y'all, let me tell y'all something. From now, listen, starting April 1st, this is what we're going to do. Starting April 1st is going to be Joseph's birthday, right? We celebrating Joseph's birthday for the whole month of April, right? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, any gifts, any cash gifts that you want to give to Joseph, you can start sending those cash gifts on the 1st of April. And it could be $1, it could be $2, it could be $10, it could be $20, it could be $100, it could be $125,000. We would love for somebody to do that. But next month is Joseph's month. So
yes, and I'll put the Cash App up when the month comes.
Yeah, y'all can send it right to his Cash App. Not to the Kingz Cash App. Y'all send it right to his Cash App. So we'll do that. Let's do that.
Said, I know that's right. 2 more boogies.
Okay, yeah, that's right. 2 more boogies. Dwayne, I ain't hardly playing. I got a senior button over here on my right side that I hit whenever, you know, I try to, because you know you got to, and that's the one thing you got to get.
You know what
you got to hit your senior button.
Wait. You know what I think it is? Because you know I'm sitting here trying to figure out why you say I don't act 50.
Right.
But I know what it is. And because remember when I told you that you are very distinguished? And
yes.
You are very distinguished. You are really a gentleman. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like some hood chick.
Yeah, you are.
So that's where the disconnect comes in. Because Tramel is very much a gentleman. He's going to dress up. He's going to put on pants and a suit jacket.
Right.
That's how he's going to present himself. Right. Child, you're going to give me some Timbs, some Jordans, a nice pair of jeans, and a tight little, cute little shirt, honey, and I'm good to go.
Right.
So I think that's why where the disconnect is, because I haven't changed.
That's the disconnect between me and you.
No, but I'm saying, but that also will make somebody feel like I haven't embraced 50 because I still dress like I'm 25.
But if people like we married, right? If somebody see us standing next to each other, they'd be like, "Oh, he's young. He's the young one. He's the young, spirit, like high spirit one person like that." And me, I'm sitting there just like this child with my little cigar. I can sit there with my pipe,
and his little hat,
and pay the girls. Pay the girls no mind.
Because we always laugh and say, because somebody said it about us, and then we laugh because it's true. That I'm the Jay-Z to his Beyonce.
Exactly.
Because that's how we look when we go out. How Beyonce be done from head to toe. Yeah. And Jay-Z just look like a thug boy. Yeah. And that's the way it is. Tramel be done to the hilt, and I'm standing there with a hat to the back, jeans. Paying it. Like,
looking good.
Don't say nothing to my husband. Because I will fuck you up.
Yes. Very that. Yes.
Hey, Trisha.
But, yes, Melissa, honey. I say it all the time, honey. Casket sharp, honey. I be casket sharp, child. I be ready to lay up in the casket, child.
And Tramel be trying to dress me up, and I'll be like, no.
And you know what I told Joseph? I said, if God forbid, I said, if something happens to me, I tell him this all the time. I said, Joseph, don't you put me in that casket looking like no goddamn fool. I want you to put me on a white suit. And I want you to put my crown on my damn head. Do I tell you that all the time?
Yes, but I always in a clown suit with a red nose.
And I told him if he do that, I'm coming back to beat his ass.
Well, you said you wanted to be cremated.
I do want to be cremated, but I'm gonna have a funeral. I'm gonna have a funeral where everybody come view the body and see all of this. They got to see the pot roast off.
They're gonna see a picture. You
know no, they can see the picture. No.
You know how much that costs just to put you in a wood box?
We got funeral insurance.
I'm trying to keep as much as I can.
Well, you can keep as much as you can. What we'll do is, okay, we work it out. We'll get you a little separate policy so you can keep as much as you can. But you, baby, you better have me a funeral where everybody can come and view my body. And I don't want to be in no casket at my funeral. I want them to lay me out. And they did it because they did it for what's that Reverend name? Reverend that they did it for a couple of people where they lay you out on this slab with your suit on, dressed up, and you just have your hands just like this. Joseph, I want to have the most elaborate funeral. I want it to be like that. That you ever seen that movie Imitation of Life? Very that. But we're gonna stop talking about that. We're gonna stop talking about that.
Thank you, Melissa. So wait, don't go no further.
Okay.
Because I want to ask you something. That I saw today that I was just like, are you kidding me? So,
and I got something I want to talk about too.
I read this article that said on Twitter, everybody's praising Tevin Campbell.
Why?
Because remember that law I told you about? The don't say gay? Well, he spoke out about it on Twitter, and they claim that was his way of coming out. So I was a little taken back because I'm like, these have to be new kids because he was caught trying to give a police officer head in a bathroom.
Right.
So how do you not know that he's gay? And everybody's like praising him for coming out and what have you. And I'm like, this has to be little kids. Because anybody from our generation remember that he got busted for soliciting a cop.
Really ended his career.
Right, what you have to understand, he never made no more music.
But what you have to understand about a lot of these artists that are quote unquote coming out now, even though we knew they're like for instance, the Brat, she just came out. I mean, we've always like from
if you was smart, you knew.
We always knew that the Brat was gay. It's just that we was everybody was cool with it, you know. And that's what you have to understand with a lot of these artists that are coming out and saying they're coming out. This is like it's kind of like with me. Remember 4 years ago when I came out. I came out when we got married. Really,
but I think it was because his "Can We Talk" went viral when everybody was singing it, and I think they didn't know who he was. And now that they know who he is, and he made that comment. Because these are all new people. I'm looking at the pictures on Twitter now, unless they're old, but they're all young people. Because I'm like, y'all have to be young because I remember why his whole music career.
Well, ended. A lot of these kids don't know who Brandy is. They don't know who Monica is. They don't know these older. They don't know these artists, from our era. They really don't. And the ones that do know is the ones that do know. The only reason why they do know is because they. Listened and enjoyed that music when they were children because their parents listened to it.
Hey, Reese Cup. And that's why I always say I couldn't date a young boy.
Yeah, I couldn't date nobody young,
Because my thing was always, if you don't know who Lou Rawls is, bitch.
Right.
My mom used to play Lou Rawls every Saturday, honey, and clean the house. I was sleeping and I hear "Lady Love."
You will never find.
Right. I'm like, if you don't know who he is, then one little young boy, he got me when I said, "Who's Lou Rawls?" He knew, and he started singing this song. I said, I
bet you Monte know who they are.
I said, I'm gonna trip you up. Who's the original Charlie's Angels?
Right.
I said, don't say Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu, because that's not true.
Right.
And he was like, that's who I was going to say. Bingo, I know you was, but that's not who it was.
Now, speaking of artists from yesteryear, I want to talk about what Smokey Robinson said, and this is very important to me. This is something very important to me. Smokey Robinson spoke out, and he said that he doesn't like being referred to as African American simply because of all the contributions that Black people have made to this country. Why do we have to have a label as African American? Why can't we be called Black Americans? Smokey Robinson said he prefers to be called a Black American. And I'm telling you, I agree with him 100%. Because number one, as much as I love my African people, our African people, they don't act like they like us. Number one. Okay. Number two is somebody made a great point. There is, he was talking about a friend of his that was from Africa, but he's white.
Right.
And there was a lot of white people from Africa. Africa has a lot of white people
that
are African. And so why do you see, y'all, what they did was the white I'm not gonna say, how should I say, community, but white people gave us that title to satisfy us. First we were Negroes.
No, the other word. Don't say
we was the N-word. Then we were Negroes.
Colored.
Then we were colored. And then they gave us the title Black. And then they gave us African American to make us feel some way empowered in some way or something, by, just embracing our African roots. We don't need to be called African American to embrace our African roots. Shit, half of us won't ever make it to Africa. I mean, I've been to Africa, but half of us won't even make it to Africa. We'll never see Africa. So why do we have to own that title? Because this is a lot of people, it's a lot of Black people out here saying about, well, I don't mind being called African American. If that's if you don't mind being called African American, okay, that's cute for you. I mind. Whenever I'm filling something out, I put Black. I put Black, or I put Black American. I do. And I agree with Smokey 100% that there's a young generation said, well, I ain't understand all of that. I don't understand all that. I don't understand what the problem is with him being called African American. That's what he is. That's not what I am. I'm not an African American.
Never been to Africa.
Never been to Africa.
And my ancestors' might come from Africa. But that
don't mean I just don't like that title. I would prefer to be called a Black American because that's exactly what I am. My ancestry goes far beyond Africa now because majority of my ancestry comes from all the contributions that Black people have made in this country. You don't call white people European Americans. You don't call them Italian Americans. You don't call them Scottish Americans. Why we got to have a title of African American?
Because some people don't want to be called Black. Some Black people
Black, but that's who we are.
Feel the opposite of him. That's why they came up with African American.
Right, but it's
because some people feel the opposite of him. So it's like look, right, Reese Cup, I agree with you. We just American, period.
That's it. We are. Let me give y'all a tip. A point. Do you know what do you think the main languages in the United States?
It's going to be Spanish soon,
but it's not. America does not have an official language.
No, because
simply because we are a melting pot of people. You have Spanish, you have English, people that speak English, you have people that speak Portuguese, you have people that speak Patois, you have people that speak French. We don't have an official language. So why is it that we as Black people have to have an official title of African? Why? It makes no sense to me, Joseph.
I know. So you still want to talk about that?
No, I'm good.
So let's talk about this. There are many states like Iowa, Texas, and Florida that are coming up with all these anti-LGBT laws.
Yes, you would tell me about
Florida has the don't say gay law, where you can't teach kids about
which is stupid.
Their sexuality or sexual
which is stupid
identities. Texas is starting a law that says if a parent is helping a child transition, meaning that if it's a girl, she wants to be a boy, if it's a boy, he wants to be a girl, that they can be arrested and put in jail for child abuse. Iowa is trying to pass a bill that says if any doctor helps a child or helps, the parents help the child transition, that the doctor will go to jail for life. Why are they trying to stop all of this? Because the next thing is going to be we can't get married. They're going to try to stop that. They trying to stop but it's like they're going after trans people. That's what they're doing.
But it's not just trans people. It's trans people now. And see, this is what we as the American people need to understand. When they start creating laws like this, this is discrimination in its highest form. Because if they're going to start creating these laws for people in the LGBTQ, they're going to start creating laws for Black people.
Well,
then they're going to start creating laws for Spanish people. They're going to want to put us all in one place. They're going to want to put these people all in one place. They're going to want us to not do this. Spanish people can't do this. Black people can't do this. That's what it's going to turn into. If you allow them to start doing these things, it's going to continue. It's never going to stop.
But I think
it's discrimination. It's nothing but racial discrimination. It's like a hate crime. That's what it is. It's hate. That's all it is. How can you tell me if my child, me and you have a child, and they're 3 years old, and they come to me and say, "Daddy."
No, you can tell your child. The parents can say whatever they want. They can't. In Florida, it's that the parents can say whatever they want. But let's just say I'm a teacher, and my 15-year-old student or my 10-year-old student realizes that I'm gay. They can't come to me and talk about their feelings because if I answer, I'm going to jail.
Right.
I have to go home and say, talk to your parents because I can't talk to you about that. Which is ridiculous because if a child comes to you, it's because they trust you, number one.
Right.
They see themselves. Because whenever I was around a gay man, not that I clung to them, but I kind of got the vibe.
You can relate to them.
But I'm saying I kind of got the vibe as a kid. So like I like them and I want to play with them and what have you because you're like me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We're relatable.
But how dare you stop kids that are inquiring about something that you can't answer?
Right, because
the parents can't answer. Only another lesbian or gay man can answer.
Right.
And you don't want that to happen because if they do and the child tells, you're going to jail.
But that's the beauty of being a child. That's the beauty of being a child is that your mind is innocent. And when you, as a child, ask questions, you get an honest answer. For that to be a block to be put in front of that is taking away from the innocence of a child. It really is. It just don't make no sense. And then these trans laws are really stupid. Because who are you to stop somebody from being who they are?
Because
because Texas, you don't want to see it.
They want to stop the parent from helping. And in Iowa, it was Iowa. They want to put the doctor in jail for life.
Right.
Who does that?
Yeah. But it's all about, you know what it's all about? It's all about those people that don't want to see it. I don't want to see some boy walking down the street dressed like a girl. So close your goddamn door. Close your door.
Let me tell you something. Half of these transsexuals, they don't even know they transsexual, to tell you the truth.
Exactly. Half of them don't even realize. The only ones
they know is transsexual are the ones
most of them don't realize it because they stupid.
No, most of them don't realize it because they so real and they look so good that they don't know.
Right.
So they wouldn't know unless somebody told them.
Some people are just stupid, like that Catfish episode we was watching the other day when that girl fell in love with that what she thought was a man and was really a woman. That was dumb. She should have known that was a woman she was talking to. But anyway.
So what do you think about Nick Cannon's show is canceled after just 6 months?
I think Nick Cannon is a great entertainer, and I liked his show. I really did. I liked his show. I think the Wendy Williams structure is what threw everybody off, because I think that's what's that's the one. I think that him structuring his show like Wendy Williams is what really got his show canceled. I do.
It's just like
Wendy it's not him. Show.
It's just like her show. Like they should have did something.
It's like people, you know, people. It's kind of like with TLC. You know, nobody don't want TLC to make another record because Left Eye is gone. You know, it's like y'all trying to replace Wendy
when they tried to replace her,
right?
Because that was a mess. Did you see that show?
Because it feels like everybody is trying to replace her. Now I'm waiting to see what Sherry Shepherd's show is going to be like.
Sherry Shepherd, honestly, I like her as the host.
I like her as the host,
she's
but
funny.
Is her show going to be structured like Wendy?
She's shaped like Wendy. So
yeah.
It's like you just looking at a shorter version of
well,
and she's funny.
Yeah.
And she's really funny. So
yeah. But is her show going to be like Wendy's? If her show is going to be like Wendy's, it's going to be canceled too. Because
no, but I think that's why
Wendy fans are going to say, you can't replace Wendy.
No, but I think that's why they're waiting, because they're structuring her a show as opposed to just changing the name and what have you.
But is she gonna be sitting at a table with her little coffee cup, you know, doing her talk show? Or is she gonna be like Wendy? Is she gonna be engaged?
Well, most people on the talk show they walk out. So.
Right, but is her show gonna be structured like Wendy? Is she gonna have trendy at Wendy and all that other stuff? What is it going to be? If it's going to be structured like Wendy's show, then it's not going to work because the Wendy watcher is going to say they're trying to replace Wendy, and as much as we would love for Wendy to come back, she's not coming back, and people are not ready for that yet. I think it's a lot of people out there like me and Wendy. I'm kind of glad to see her go. I really am. I'm glad to see Wendy go. Y'all know why I have a issue with Wendy, with her talking about gay people. So I'm glad the bitch gone. I'm sorry. Excuse my language, but I'm glad the bitch is gone. Well, I think she's getting everything that she deserved. There are a lot of people out there that really, really love Wendy Williams. Like they love her. You know what I'm saying? And so they're going to feel slighted if somebody comes along and does what she was doing the same way she was doing it. You know? So that's where the networks are going to run into a problem. What I think they should do, honestly, I think they should take that spot that Wendy was in and put something else there, like a sitcom or another show. It shouldn't be a talk show. They need to give it time for people to get used to her not being there and then come back with something. I think that would be best. I think that will work better.
Well, there's another show cancellation.
What show is that?
The Real.
Well, that show need to be canceled. They just The Real should have been canceled 2 years ago. The Real should have been canceled when Tamar left, really.
No, I think it should have been when Tamara left.
It really should have been canceled when Tamara left. Well, it should have been canceled when Tamara left, but it really should have been canceled when Tamar left. For me, the show just wasn't the same without Tamar. I thought that was a perfect spot for Tamar. And I really think that she really made that show. But, you know, to each his own. Everybody has their own opinion about that. But yeah, any other cancellations, show cancellations?
No more cancellations, but Jussie Smollett's grandmother, who is 92 years old, put her finger in the judge's face and said, if you send him to jail, send me to jail with him.
Okay.
And he, you know,
I think he needs to go to jail. I unapologetically say that. I think Jussie needs to go to jail simply because, number one, that was a big lie that he told. And he shouldn't have done that. He wasted a lot of the taxpayers' money, and they're in Chicago. And of course, you know, Chicago is a city that is gone broke. I I think he needs to go to jail as an example. I think an example needs to be made, and he's just in that space for that example to be made.
I'm trying to see what his. I mean, he can just get probation and up to 3 years in prison. And they wanted him to pay back $130,000 in police overtime for wasting time on the investigation and attack claims. I want to see what they're going to do. I have a feeling they're not going to put him in jail.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're not going to put him in jail either. But you know what I'm sick and tired of?
Then again, they might do it too.
But you know what I'm sick and tired of, y'all? I really am. I'm sick and tired. And this ain't got nothing to do with being black or white or anything like that. I'm so sick and tired of these celebrities being able to do shit and get away with it with probation. I'm so sick of that. Because if they were the regular, normal 9 to 5, working everyday people, they would not get
probation.
That they would not get that privilege of doing probation. Most of these celebrities that get probation, most of them don't even follow their probation. Most of them don't even have to follow their probation because they got
their on house arrest.
Because they get their probation officers in their pocket, and they don't have to do anything. They really don't. Look at Chris Brown. Chris Brown got away with so much shit while he was on probation. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick and tired of these celebrities and these people with money being able to just go to court and just walk out. When we, as the regular people that work 9 to 5 and we pay taxes, if we do something, then the book is thrown at us. We're in jail for 10, 20 years for doing the same crimes that they did. Like Jussie Smollett, for instance. That crime holds a minimum sentence of what? 2 years or something like that? 3 years. Let them do the goddamn 3 years. Or let them do a year. I'm so sick and tired of these celebrities always getting the privilege of just skating through and we don't. It sucks. It really does. It sucks.
So what do you think? Because people have a lot of thoughts about this. So
hold on. No, don't go any further. Reese Cup. If you want to know, she wanted to know what Wendy said about people in the LGBTQ. One day she was on her show.
And
there was a guy. There was a guy in the audience, and he said something about men wearing skirts or something like that. She was like, "Why can't women have just one thing to themselves?" And she said, she was just being, and it really wasn't what she said, more than the way in which she said it. She said it like, she was sick and tired of gay people taking things away from women. When we don't take anything from women. We don't just because, like, y'all, I get my nails done. Okay. I get my nails done. And I know women go to the nail salons every day, but I'm not taking that away from them. I just go to the nail salon and get my nails done just like any other person. I've gone to the nail salon and seen men in there getting their nails done. What's the problem? So, it's really, what I'll do, Reese Cup, is I'll find a video on YouTube and
I just got an update. Jussie was sentenced to 150 days in jail.
Good.
I just got an update to my phone.
Good.
He got to do 150 days. I guess his grandma gonna be with him, but she gonna be in the prison.
Well, he deserved to be in jail for 150 days.
Damn it! I was gonna ask you a question.
He deserved to be in jail for 150 days. He does.
I'm mad now because that whole update just took away from what I was about to ask you. Damn it. Oh, I remember. Okay. See, that's the 50 right there. That's the being 50 when I'm getting ready to ask you something, then an update coming. I'm like, oh, what was I going to ask you?
Oh, no, honey, that's the 40s.
And then I had to look back and say, oh, that's what it was.
That's the 40s. I'm here to tell you.
All right. So it's a lot of talk on Twitter and Instagram, a lot of places, more so Twitter, because that's where you could post updates. And they don't understand why Will Smith, after all this time, is coming back to make I Am Legend. Now, the problem is, there was two endings. There was the ending where he died, and there was the ending where he lived. Mm-hmm. If you watched it in the movie theater, he died.
Right.
If you watched it at home or on video, he lived. So now him and Michael, I want to say the Killmonger, what's his name?
Oh, wow.
Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Michael B. Jordan are going to team up because it was Michael B. Jordan's idea for him to be back in the movie. And he said that his concept could work and he thinks it's going to work. So they're going to make I Am Legend Part 2.
Okay.
So do you think that after all this time, they should go back and make another? It's going to be a different movie. So it's not the same. I mean, it's going to be the zombie thing and all of that.
Right.
But how do you think it's going to be with Will there when technically he died? Everybody that went to the movies know he died in the movie. So how are you going to explain him alive?
See, I didn't go see it in the movie, so I don't know how he died.
You saw the one where he lived.
I saw the one where, the last thing was it's like he was being attacked.
And blown up, right?
Something blew up.
Yeah,
because you know when you go to a movie and something blow up and somebody was in there, it's a 50-50.
Well, no, the only reason why, because I went to the movies to see it. And then one day, and I've watched it on like cable channels, but then one day I watched it and I'm like, what the hell movie is this? This didn't happen. Like it was a whole completely different ending. And I'm like, what? This, huh? What did they do to this movie? Because in the end, it was totally different. And he lived, and the girl and the little boy lived, and they all got to the place where she got to in the end of the movie. Then they come out with it was two endings.
Right.
But they only played one ending in the movie theater, and then when it came out on cable and what have you, the cable companies was playing.
Well, see, the mystery really is that why didn't he go with the woman to the safe place?
Because he couldn't fit in the hole with them.
Right.
Because remember they climbed up in that hole, so when it blew up, they were safe.
Right.
But that's the thing, and it was crazy. Because
to be honest with you, I really don't care. I really don't care because I Am Legend, although it was a good movie, it wasn't one of my favorite Will Smith movies. I was really pissed that Will Smith didn't do Independence Day. That shit really pissed me off. That he didn't do Independence Day. It was just really messed up. And then on top of that, Vivica Fox died at the beginning of the movie. That movie was just, it was a good movie.
I don't think it was good as the first one.
Resurrection was okay. It was an okay movie, but I mean, it just wasn't the same without Will Smith. I mean, I know they got him, they created his son was the, head pilot and all that, but to be honest with you, I really don't care about I Am Legend because it wasn't one of my favorite movies, Will Smith movies, and it really didn't have a lot of substance to it when you really look at it. It's hard doing a movie like when you're the only person in the movie,
like with his son, that movie with his son's Earth,
right,
or something,
right. It was only one character and that was it.
Reese Cup, how do you feel about Avatar? You're not going to talk about Avatar because I love Avatar.
I love Avatar too.
And there's about 5 more coming out.
Yeah, I love Avatar. I can't wait for Avatar to come back out.
And because I'm going to sit in the movie theater and I hope it's in 3D.
Yeah.
Like it was when I saw it before.
And I can't wait for the new Avengers movie to come out, which is not coming out until like 2025. But
I'm going to see Morbius.
Yes, I want to go see Morbius. And I want to watch the Batman movie as well. I told you we got to watch it. Maybe we'll watch it this weekend.
Yeah, you can.
We can get this Fire Stick to work. But.
Right. I'm excited for the little superhero shows that's coming on Disney Plus. We got to get a TV that we can access all of that because this little TV with no remote control is getting on my nerves. Getting on my nerves.
So, is that all we have to talk about today, Joseph? Have we covered everything?
I guess we have. I mean,
yes.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But, guys, we always enjoy spending time with you guys, of course. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. And of course, y'all know the drill. Y'all need to watch us on all social media platforms so y'all can keep up and y'all can see the updates on what's going on with the TheMKingz. We are still on a sabbatical, but in the midst of the sabbatical, we are preparing for season 4. Don't forget, season 4 begins July 1st. So we will be back on our regular schedule July 1st at 11 a.m. And we will be bringing you a lot of different content.
And y'all know we pop up here and there.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we will pop up here and there. So make sure you're watching us. Make sure you're watching us on all social media platforms, please.
Right, Melissa, when they take people out of movies or change them, it changes the whole
It does.
vibe.
It does. It does. Yeah.
It changes the whole vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure, like he said, you're following us on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course right here on YouTube. And hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to be part of the TheMKingz Kingdom, hit that join button and become a lady, a lord, or a knight at our round table. Mm-hmm. Also, I see a lot of you have joined us on TikTok.
Yes.
I'm about to make a TikTok. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do a side-by-side. Melissa, you saw the video that I want to do.
And welcome to all the new subscribers, because for some reason we've been getting new subscribers too.
Welcome to all the new subscribers. So, also go to TheMKingz Boutique and check out everything TheMKingz is there to be different. Also, we need support from everybody.
Mm-hmm. We need your support.
It costs to make YouTube videos.
It sure do cost to make YouTube videos.
The Cash App is right in the bottom left. Whatever you can donate, $1, $2, whatever. Every little bit helps.
10,000.
Well,
50,000.
If that comes through the Cash App, bitch, I'm gonna pass out.
And me too. I'm gonna pass out. But I'm still gonna take your money, honey. If you send me $50,000.
And don't tell me it was a mistake because I don't know English.
Right. Me no thinking.
It all goes back into our platform because we plan on doing a lot of stuff. And like when we do mukbangs and stuff, they ain't giving us free food. So, But anyway, y'all, Lady Tricia.
Yes, enjoy the rest of your evening tonight. And I don't know, maybe we'll come back on tomorrow or sometime this weekend. But in case we do not, always remember that if nobody else loves you, the TheMKingz love you, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do about that. And you can always depend on it, though.
Always.
Yes.
We just an email away. And some of you got a phone. So
yes, guys. And send us your ideas. Send us your ideas, your suggestions.
Like,
your
for
critiques.
example, tonight, we did entertainment news of things that were going on in entertainment. If you guys like that, please drop us an email or leave it in the comment section below.
Yes.
And let us know, because we trying out different things before we come back to see if you guys like it or not, because those are what we're going to go with when we come back.
Yes,
so you saw the mukbang that we did, even though it messed up. We did the mukbang. Like I said, some of the members saw the cooking show because the cooking was just for the members making the collard green soup. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all didn't know it was there, but some of y'all found it all these years, a year later, but it's still there just for members only. Mm-hmm. If you don't find it and you're a member, just go to the community wall and scroll until you see collard green soup, and that's just for members only. So if you're a member and you're for people that need to know what a member is, it's you are a lord or a lady or a knight, you can see the collard green soup being made and the recipe behind it. Mm-hmm. And
my grandmama recipe.
Yeah, so that's that. And membership will have its more privileges in 2022 because one of the members didn't even know we made a private video for members. So y'all can go check that out if you haven't, because some of y'all didn't even know it was there. If you're interested in making collard green soup, it is really good. I'm not going to lie. I was impressed with it. I was, because I was watching him make it, and low key in my mind, I was like, child, I don't know about this, but that collard green soup was everything.
Yes.
But just be prepared to get a good cleansing after you eat. Cleansing. Because you're going to get cleansed out.
Yes, it will give you a good cleansing.
You're going to get a good cleansing after you eat the collard green soup. But it's worth it because that soup is banging. That soup is really, really good. But anyway, y'all, please always remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And we are happy to see all of you because I saw all y'all saying you're glad to see us. We're happy to see all of you too. That's why we keep popping up, because we miss you guys. And sometimes we be like, let's go live. Let's talk to the people because we miss you guys. We see you every day. James said, girl, you got to hit me up on Instagram because we need to talk about our show. We need to talk about our show because it is a many things right now. You know what I'm talking about. You got to hit me up on Instagram so we could talk about it. All right, y'all.
So we out of here.
We out of here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I already said walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness, and all those great, wonderful things. Keep a smile on your face because only you can make yourself happy. Don't look for happiness from nobody else or nothing else. And you know what it is.
It's Team McCray.
All damn day.
Talk to you soon.
Later, y'all.
Bye-bye.